Hello, 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 guys. I have not done a live in a very long time, and I've only done one live the entire time that I've had a YouTube channel. So I don't even know how this works. I really and truly do not. I can't remember. It's been years since I did that one. I did just want to come on because I know that I have left a pinned comment on my upload today. That's a little alarming, a little, could possibly be like, what is going on? And then I also screenshotted the message that I left and pinned to today's Walmart haul video that was uploaded. And I left it on the post section. And I feel like I have just a few minutes to try to get everybody to hear verbal explanation of like what has transpired for me to put that pinned comment, as well as screenshot and put up the comment on the post tab on my channel. So I just thought I would hop on really fast and try to engage with you guys and see if we can just chat about it. If anybody has any questions, anybody has any concerns, and just to get more clarity on what I'm talking about. So here we are. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I've had a subscriber for quite a while, and I knowingly welcomed her just like I would welcome anybody else to my channel. And I knowingly welcomed her to, be in the comment section, and I engaged with her just like I would engage with anybody else in the comment section. And over time, I thought that we grew an understanding of each other. We started corresponding even outside of YouTube. And I knew that she had had some history with some people, on other YouTube platforms that they had. And I knew that she had interactions with several other people. Hold on, right 1 minute. I'm getting text messages and tons of emails and stuff. So I'm trying to like navigate a bunch of people being very concerned for me, which I really appreciate. Thank you guys. But the thing is, it's just, myself as a human being and this other person that has now been blocked on both my main channel and also my vlog channel. That's my secondary channel. Unfortunately, I have blocked her. She's just been having some commentary over quite a long, lengthy period of time where we don't have a lot of things in common. And the way that she expresses herself is very damaging to me personally. But I have listened with open ears, with no judgment, and trying to understand where she's coming from, understand her thought process of why she believed the things she believed or felt the way that she felt about all kinds of subjects and issues and whatever other topics that, she would express to me, whether in the comment section on my videos or personally and privately. I always just tried to be somebody that was able to hear her out, able to, accept her for who she was as a person. But I never felt that in return, and sometimes I would feel myself holding back the fact that I didn't maybe appreciate some of her thoughts that were expressed onto me for the way that I lived or the way that I, believed things in my own personal life and personal family. And I don't even think she understood the gravity of the condemning things that she would express to me, whether it being on my YouTube channels or in our private talks. I'm somebody that tries really, really hard to just understand people, and I try to, make sure that I am able to, not just think of myself, but think of others, the way that they were raised, the way that they felt about things being different than what I felt, and where I am not a judgmental person myself. The way that she expressed herself was judgmental behavior. So I am a woman of very firm, steadfast beliefs in how I live my life and how I handle myself and how I interact with others, whether we're on the same playing field or not. I always treated her with the utmost respect, kindness. I did care about this person. I learned through communicating with her over time to have a fondness for her, that I felt we could be in disagreement on a lot of things, but in the overall sense of just human beings being with each other in this world, interacting with each other, that I felt like I wanted her to be able to, have me in her corner of the world. And so I tried to do that. So, unfortunately for me, it hasn't worked out in the long run. And I am sad that I was never able to get to a place with her where we could be understanding of each other. And I'm also disappointed in myself that I did allow her to say things to me that were so judgmental and straightforward, complete hostility and rudeness and just very unmannered behavior toward me, that not even my closest friends would say some of the things I heard this woman say toward my life or the things that I did. I mean, just from the simplest things to the biggest things, she always had something negative to, offer to the correspondence of interacting with each other and all the different ways that we interacted. And over a year of corresponding with her through all different ways and forms, the thing is that I didn't really want to give up, because I think that her heart believes so true to her own thought processes that I didn't want to deter her from that. She's lived a different life than me. She was born and raised in a different area of the world than me. We live very differently. We are two completely opposite minded people. And I'm very accepting toward everyone in a way that I feel is the way that I want to live my life, and not, critique every intricate detail of other people's lives. And I want to accept us for our differences. And unfortunately, we just couldn't get on the same page. So communicating and corresponding with her, I've had to pull back from over time. She did consider me a friend, and for that, I am sad that it's turned into this. I felt a softness toward her because I knew so many people took issue with her. I knew so many people on the YouTube, platforms took issue with her over their interactions with her. And I didn't want to be that person. I didn't want to be that person that kind of tossed her away without trying to get to know her and the deeper parts of her. But in all the while, as I continued to, allow myself to be in the same, you know, in the same space as her, slowly but surely, I just felt that it was too damaging, some of the comments and correspondence that we had, that just literally lied in expression of lots of very firm, I feel, detrimental beliefs to another human being. And it was tough. It was tough sometimes to correspond with her and listen to her say very expressive things to me about things she'd hear me say in my videos, the personal, personal talk that I would incorporate in my hauls, how I always like to kind of include myself in it as well. And I would include, what's going on in my life. And even though I'm hauling, I would always put myself into it in a personal way to, connect with the people that support me, because that is like what I built my channel on, is to, connect with people, not just for haul reasons, but just for human reasons of getting to know each other and being vulnerable and putting out like my business and what my family goes through, and my husband's health, and the fact that my son got engaged, and the fact that my mother doesn't like to enjoy the summer. I don't know, just from the smallest things literally to the biggest things that she would hear me speak about. I almost felt like she must be writing it down somewhere, because when I would speak to her in any given way, she would verbatim come back with very detailed things that I had put out there in the public ear during my videos, and say, I can't believe you do it like this way, and I can't believe you do that like that way, and I can't believe, that you allowed this to happen or that to happen, and your husband's illness and how he's treating it. And I mean, it's been endless. It's been endless, but I have never said an unkind word. I've stayed quiet. I've listened. I've written back to her, love ya, even during her comments that have hidden agendas in them to try to like judge me in some way, shape, or form. And it's just been enough is enough. And it came to a head. It came to an absolute stop today, for sure, for certain. It had to. It absolutely had to come to a stop today, because out of nowhere, I've always been fearful of this, though. I will say that, her comments are very expressive 9 times out of 10. Whether she puts them on the comments or tells me in another correspondence that we have, she's always very expressive of what she hears me say and what she thinks about it. And I've always been so nervous that anybody would engage with her negatively, that anybody would, come for what she's saying openly and forwardly in front of everyone in the comment section specifically, since it is public, especially when you're on my channel and watching my videos. And I've been very nervous over a very extended period of time that anybody would ever comment under her comments and say anything combating or disagreeing, or kind of going after the things that she would express. And I was always very prayerful that nobody would kind of make her feel like she was being challenged in any way. And unfortunately, yesterday's Happy Wednesday Dollar Tree haul, somebody went on, and I'm not mad at this person. I mean, everybody has the freedom to say what they want to say, and that's exactly what whoever that subscriber is, whoever that subscriber was, I read what you wrote, And under her comment to me, she had left 2 comments on yesterday's video, and she had written something that she writes regularly. She wrote that she doesn't like summer, you know. Not a lot of people do. And when I would enjoy summer, she would love to just continuously put it out there that summer was disgusting, summer was horrible, summer is awful. It's, you know, whatever negative she could add to the fact that I loved summer. I loved the beach. Anything that I loved, she would find issue and want to drive it into my thought process. And, you know, it always felt like she was trying to deter me from what I enjoyed. And this could be applied to so many other subjects that she tried to deter me from doing over time. So this person, whoever the subscriber is that commented yesterday, obviously read what she wrote about the fact that summer isn't over yet. Summer is officially on September 22nd, and I had said something, I guess, in my video stating the fact that, well, it is still summer and I'm enjoying it to every minute that's left of it. And she wanted to come back and say, I'm wrong. It's not summer. It's not summer, it's fall. And she said some other things, and I don't even remember what they were at the moment, but this subscriber came in and said, hi, it's not summer. And you even state that basically in your comment, that summer isn't until September 22nd. And you basically wrote that. So why are you even, so many words, why are you even combating this? Because that's basically what the subscriber, you know, was trying to articulate back to her, was why are you trying to make this an issue, was basically the undertone of her writing it back to her. So whoever that subscriber was didn't like how she was being forceful and being combative with me, which I'm very much used to, and saying that it's not summer yet. And she even states that in one of her comments. It's not until September 22nd. And today is only the 17th, I think she said. Well, I guess she didn't like that. Dismiss that phone call. I guess that this woman didn't care for the correspondence that was left under her comment, saying that it, you know, combating with me that, you know, not summer anymore. No matter what I say, it's not summer. And then they started to go back and forth. So I got an email from this new subscriber that I've never seen before in my life saying, I'm basically on your channel. I watch your videos. I love your videos. You're such like just a happy person, and I watched this person coming after you and so many of your comments and always having something to say that's trying to bait you into an argument, that's trying to engage with you and trying to get you to like, you can just feel she's trying to bait you into an issue. She's like, I really hate that, you know, you must read these and feel like, you know, she just wants to argue with you all the time. Why do you allow it to happen? You know, I'm tired of reading her comments. I'm tired of her always having something judgmental to say about whether it's Halloween or something that you've said about your kid's engagement. I don't know, just whatever. So I read this email and I said, I truly apologize if like, you know, something has happened that has triggered you with reading her comments, and I will try to deal with this. So I've had a helping hand on my YouTube channel over like the last month because I'm working full time. And my husband and I are working hard together, and I'm still doing all the things that I would normally be doing, so I have less time to, you know, keep up with everything. And the woman that is helping me with my channel and kind of watching for things and making sure everything is going okay when I can't be on, she said, you have an issue. She's like, because even today's Walmart haul upload, her comment to you is so outlandish and so terrible. And I find it offensive toward you. And this woman says you're supposed to be her friend, but she speaks to you in this manner. And she's like, in between yesterday's Happy Wednesday Dollar Tree haul of her just trying to get under your skin and today's Walmart haul and what she wrote to you in a very assaulting and aggressive way, judging, a recent thing, picture that was posted. She's like, before this becomes a bigger issue between your subscribers and her, or even you and her, you'd better lay it on the line and just like stop this where it's at. You're not comfortable with her, and you haven't been for a long time, and you've been trying to be kind, but it might be time to kind of like stop the interaction and let her, just go about her life in the way that she feels comfortable, and you go about it in the way that you feel comfortable. And I said, you are absolutely 100% right. And I appreciated her feedback, and I appreciated her honesty. And in my heart, I've known that this was the way I needed to kind of cut ties with her for a long time now, because we just don't have anything in common. We couldn't conflict more. The unfortunate part is, like what I said, I never spoke up. I never spoke up. I never put her in her place. I never even kindly said that what she was saying, expressing toward my life and all the different subjects, I never told her. I never said it. I didn't, and I take full responsibility for that. I never told her that I felt hurt by what she said. I never told her that I felt judged by what she was expressing to me. I never told her, that it was not okay to speak to me like that. I really, really wanted to long-term like this person, because she had had so many issues with so many others, and I wanted to make the difference. I wanted to make the difference. I wanted to be the different one that could maybe get into her softer side and maybe get her to open up her mind, her heart, her ears, and her thoughts in a more loving way. Nothing about us is anything similar to one another. Not the way that we think, we feel, we believe, we act. Not the way that we lead our lives, not the way that we go about our lives in any way. We have nothing in common, and I wanted badly to find that peace between us. And I will not say that we have not had some very nice conversations as well, mingled with the tough stuff. She was somebody that I felt comfortable with me and told me things that burdened her personally, and I've prayed for her numerous times, and I know that she's prayed for me too. I absolutely do know that. I do know, and I do believe that too. I do believe that she's prayed for me when people were passing away in my husband's family. I do believe that she's prayed for my husband. I do believe that she's prayed for a bunch of different situations as well. For things that I've gone through, even over just the last year and a half that she's been around. I know that I really do in my whole heart believe that she has prayed, and that she has, thought lovingly of me, even though she has had so many very cut and dry feelings about how I live and lead my life and lead my family and live my wild, eccentric, happy-go-lucky life. I lead my life with no fear. I lead my life with a soft heart toward everybody. And I still lead my life with a soft heart toward her. I just can't interact anymore. I wish her nothing but happiness, love, success, her beautiful family, her wonderful kids. her beautiful grandchild. I hope that she finds the best happiness in her life that she could possibly ever find. And I just don't think that we're compatible with one another. And I don't think that we're compatible to be able to interact with each other going past this point. When it starts affecting people that are watching my channel and that invest in me in a kind way, and they're seeing things that are triggering them and worried about me, we've gone too far. We've gone way too far. And I feel that this has been something that I have purposely ignored for a long time, and I will take full issue with myself with that, because I was hoping to make the change and make the difference and just soften, our interaction. But I can't be around somebody that is going to feel so strongly about every single move I make in my life, whether I'm swimming in the ocean, taking my mother to the beach, on a hot day, or my kids getting engaged at 21 years old, or, a picture that's put up with our belief system in the background to honor the occasion and all the other thoughts and feelings that she's had about the intricate details of my life. It is not possible for me to continue with this person in any manner going forward, but I wish her all the happiness in the entire world, because I do believe in my heart that she has a good spirit, and she was just raised differently than me. She was raised differently. We just came from two different places that don't really get each other. And I did what I needed to do, and I gave it my all, and I care about her as an overall human being, and I want her to be happy. I want her to be happy, and I want her to find as many friends that get along with her and can understand her as possible. Unfortunately, it's just not going to be me. And I will say that I feel kind of guilty not really guilty, I won't say, but the people that tried to say to me, you have an issue, and if you don't have an issue now, you will have an issue with this person. And I said, I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong. I think it's the way that we treat people that can maybe, change things. And I did what I always do. I just stayed kind. I just stayed listening. I just stayed trying to understand, even when we were coming from such different wavelengths that there was just no way, shape, or form that I could understand, digest, and break down the thoughts that, she felt. I just couldn't. We just don't come from the same worlds. And that's okay. That's okay. We're all different, and we were raised different in different homes and different lives. And she felt strongly about her stances on things, and I feel strongly about mine. And the unfortunate part for her is she found somebody that is very steadfast and firm about who I am as a human being. And I know that she meant well when she would give me advice about things. I really do think she cared in so many different ways about overall things that were happening with myself and my family. And I really do know that she felt like she was trying to help me in so many ways with all different kinds of issues that I have, from how I felt, sicknesses, not feeling well, and also, family members and how they felt. I think she was really coming from a very good place and trying to give me advice to help me, and I appreciated it. But the thing is that if I didn't take her advice, it would become an issue. And that's unfortunate, because, it is what it is. It is what it is. And I know that I have blocked her from both of my channels just because I don't want the issues with my other family members. I've literally built this channel off of love, kindness, and just, being who I am. And I don't want it for any of you, as well as I don't want it for myself. But I do know that she'll find a way to come back on if she wants to. She'll find a way to come back on if she wants to. And if she does want to and she finds a way, I hope that she'll come back and just be kind. And I hope that she'll come back in a more peaceful manner. And we can at least just coexist with one another quietly. And if not, then unfortunately, I'm going to have to keep doing what I need to do by, you know, blocking her, because I don't want it harming anybody else here that comes here for the good vibes and just the peaceful atmosphere. So to all of my YouTubers, that I don't know. I have so many text messages, and so many emails coming into my phone. And honestly, thank you guys so much, because it's all related to this issue. And I will try to get back to every message. I was in the middle of work when all of this started, but I'm trying to live a peaceful life. You know what I'm saying? You hear all that crazy driving? That's crazy driving. I just wanted to make sure, because I know that I pinned the comment on today's Walmart haul to let you know what kind of was happening. And I also put it on the post tab, but then I felt like everybody's probably going to be stressed out, wondering what's going on. I have so many subscribers that have been around for such a long time, and that are, you know, concerned for myself, my family and stuff, and like just my overall general life. And I don't want anybody being stressed out. So I felt like I needed to just come on and have a chat. And this chat has gone really quickly. I can't believe we're over 31 minutes. I didn't know how to enable comments. I don't know how to do any of this stuff, to be quite honest with you. I really don't. I really don't. But anyhow, I really do feel bad that I didn't heed the advice and the warning of the other YouTubers that have had issues with her and have had to make videos about her on their platforms, and that have said, you know, don't get involved. I did it out of my heart. I did it out of my heart. And I will still say that I care enough about this person to hope that even if she sees this, she knows that we just are two different people coming from two different places and live in two different ways in our lives, and that I wish her nothing but the best, but our relationship together is just not in the cards. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm sitting on my porch right now. Richie said, get out of here, go, you know, go do your thing. And we're gonna wrap up this last little project we've got going on for work, and then I'll resume the day before it's officially over. I love you guys. Anybody has any thoughts, feelings, concerns, or otherwise, please let me know. If you see anything negative arise on my comment section, would you please do me the favor and report it and block and delete it, or at least let me know to block and delete said comment or interaction if you see it at all going forward, because this may end now and this may not end at all. So I mean, I really don't know at this point. My neighbor's dog is not having it. He's pretty upset too. So I hope everybody has a beautiful, blessed one. We will go forward and hope for the best. And if not, then we will just keep deleting and blocking and keeping this the safest space possible for everybody to just get along, interact with each other in a kind, loving way. And that is what I'm about to do. So I love you guys so much, and I will see you on Happy Saturday Dollar Tree haul. And I love all you beautiful faces. Bye, guys. I don't even know how to end this. Do we know how to end this? I have no clue. Uh-oh. Do we not know how to end this? Maybe this wasn't a good idea because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm about to press an arrow button. I don't know where it's going to take us. So I'm going to press it now. And if I disappear, then you know I'm gone. Love you. Bye.